All right, for all you Android devs out there, you know the feeling. That slow, sometimes buggy build system. Well, today we're diving into the fix, making the jump from old-school Groovy to the much more powerful Kotlin DSL. Let's see how it's going to supercharge your workflow.
So let me ask you something. As your Android project gets bigger, more complex, does it feel like your build system is just fighting you? Are you constantly chasing down these weird, random errors that only pop up right when you're trying to ship? If you're nodding right now, trust me, you are not alone.
So, where does this headache actually come from? Well, for a long time, Groovy was just the way we did things with Gradle. And look, for small projects, it's fine. But the moment your app starts to scale up, those same Groovy scripts can turn into an absolute nightmare of bugs and late-night maintenance sessions.
The core of the issue really boils down to this. Groovy is dynamically typed. What does that mean? It means a simple typo, something tiny, might not get caught until you're actually running the build, which wastes a ton of your time. Kotlin DSL, on the other hand, is statically typed, just like the rest of your app code. It finds those mistakes instantly, right there in your IDE before you even think about hitting run.
And you know, there's another sneaky problem here. It's just a major disconnect. Your entire app is written in modern, safe Kotlin, but your build logic is stuck in this other world with Groovy. That split makes the build scripts way harder to read, a pain to maintain, and honestly a real hurdle for any new developers joining the team.
Okay, enough about the problems. Let's talk about the solution, because there's a much better way to handle all this. And it's by using the power of Kotlin itself with something called the Kotlin DSL.
So what is this thing really? Simply put, the Kotlin DSL just lets you write your Gradle build files using the exact same Kotlin language you're already using every single day. This isn't some new thing you have to learn. It's about applying the power of a language you already know directly to your build system.
And when you see them side by side, wow, the difference is just night and day. Look at how Groovy uses those single quotes for dependencies. It's kind of loose. But Kotlin DSL, it uses a standard, proper function call with parentheses. It's just cleaner, more explicit, and it feels right at home. Even applying a plugin is more structured. It's just Kotlin.
Now, all of this adds up to some massive advantages. You get that compile time type safety we talked about, which is huge, but you also get incredible IDE support. We're talking intelligent auto-completion and one-click refactoring that Groovy just can't compete with. All of a sudden, your whole project is speaking the same language, making your build system way more robust and ready to scale.
Okay, the benefits are pretty clear, right? But the big question is, how do you actually get from here to there? It might sound like this massive undertaking, but the path to migrate is actually surprisingly straightforward. Let's walk through the roadmap.
So here's the game plan. You literally start by just renaming your build files from .gradle to .gradle.kts. That's it. Your IDE will immediately light up and show you the syntax that needs to be updated. You'll switch things like dependency declarations from quotes to function calls. You do this for all your modules, double-check your version catalog is wired up right, and then you test.
And hey, here's a little pro tip to make that last step way easier. Make sure you enable the Kotlin DSL plugin. This is going to give you even better type checking and helps your IDE basically hold your hand and guide you through fixing any little errors that are left. It's a lifesaver. So after you've put in a little bit of work, what's the reward? What do you actually get out of all this? Let's talk about the big payoff, because this is where that initial investment really starts to feel worth it.
The impact is pretty dramatic. Developer productivity shoots way up, mainly thanks to that amazing IDE support and having just one language to worry about. Build speeds? They often get a nice boost because the scripts are just cleaner. And best of all, those super frustrating runtime build errors that used to sneak in, they practically disappear.
And if you look at it another way, the single biggest win is right here: maintainability. Your build system stops being this mysterious, scary black box and just becomes another clean, readable part of your Kotlin codebase. On top of that, you get real, tangible improvements in speed, scalability, and overall stability.
So the payoff is huge, no question about it. But that leads to the really important question. Is this the right move for your project right now?
I think this quote from the source material really just nails it. For those larger, scaling projects, this isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It's a strategic investment in the long-term health and sanity of your codebase. That initial effort pays for itself over and over again. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought to chew on. Now that you've seen the path forward and you've seen the benefits, what's really holding your build system back?